Hi, Matt with eTrailer. If you're looking for a rooftop carrier that's going to help you carry a lot of those more longer items or maybe those more awkward shaped items on your 2022 Subaru Forester, then the Yakima SkinnyWarrior Roof Basket's a great option. This is really nice because, as you can see, it is a long carrier and it's not too wide, so it's also going to let you carry any other gear you want to carry with you. Anything like a roof box, a kayak carrier, or ski carriers. A reason why you might want to go with the rooftop basket is for a few reasons. One, they're a lot more affordable than some other options like a roof box, and it's a little bit better than a cargo hitch carrier because for a few reasons. One, a hitch carrier is going to take up more space on the back of your vehicle, and you're probably going to encounter more tight parking spots than more low clearance areas. And if you don't have a hitch, then the next best thing is going to be something on top of your roof. But we can take a closer look at more of the components of the SkinnyWarrior. So where I'm going to start is actually with the front. We're going to have this front fairing, and what this does is a few things. So this is going to help it be more aerodynamic so you don't have a lot of wind pressure against whatever you're hauling. And what's nice about this is actually removable. If you look at the back side of this, you see we have some wing nuts. If we remove those, you can take that off. And so if you have any extra long items like lumber, that could stick right through there. So you can really carry really long items. And if you look right next to that, we're going to have these rungs. These rungs are going to be great for a few things. If you are carrying anything, you're probably going to want to tie them down. That's something we recommend. And with these rungs, you'll be able to use these to tie off to. And if they're going to hold up pretty well because they're made out of steel. They're going to have this black powder coat too. And what that black powder coat is going to do is help it be more weather resistant so that steel won't rust up. Definitely keep in mind though, if you have any metal hooks, that could scrape some of that finish and make it more prone to rusting in those spots. Right here, we're going to have our clamp. The way this works is we're going to have this plastic piece that grabs on to these rungs, have a metal supporting plate that goes on top of it, and secures down to this bottom plastic clamp. The way they're secured down is going to be through some bolts and wing nuts. It's a pretty simple design, that's why I like it. And if you're having some fitment issues with your roof rack or your crossbar spread, you can actually move this to a different set of rungs as well. So this is going to be a pretty universal fit, and this clamp style works with most crossbars, from your arrow to your round to your square bars. Now it might fit some HD bars, that's just going to depend on how thick your bars are. Something I don't like about these clamps is that bolt that runs through that wing nut doesn't have a cap on it. So sometimes you'll get a fitment where this bolt actually pops through the top, and if you have any canvas bags, that could actually get caught on that bolt and rip open. So definitely keep an eye out on that. Let's take a look at how this is going to fit on top of our roof today. Now, like in the name, it is the SkinnyWarrior, and that really talks about its width. It's not going to take up a lot of space, and like I said earlier, if you want to put any other accessories up here, you're going to have space on the other side. Just make sure they are a little bit more narrow, because if you try to put another box up here, you're going to be limited to it unless it's something that's pretty slim. But as far as how far it sticks up, it doesn't stick out very far. We have plenty of space before it sits over our windshield. Now it is going to sit over our sunroof, and that's something to think about. If you have a roof rack that sits a little bit lower or close to your roof, these clamps are going to stick up almost by an inch. So if that roof or that sunroof expands up, it could make contact. So definitely keep an eye out for that. But for the space that it takes up over our cab, it's going to take up a majority of it. Now this does come in a larger size. That could be a fit. Definitely keep an eye on it. What I want to show you next though is how far it sticks back. The placement we have it right now, we have a good amount of space left. So if you did want to upgrade to a larger size, you're most likely going to have the ability to do that. And if you do run into some close or pretty almost contact spots, what you can do is just shift it forward some. The next fitment measurement I want to get is going to be the overall height. So where I'm going to go from is our crossbar to the top of our carrier, and that's going to be 6.5 inches, which isn't too bad. But what I recommend doing is just taking the total height of the vehicle, plus your crossbars, and then your carrier, so you know what areas you can make it under. Definitely though, if you have any gear in here and it extends past that point, include that measurement so you know what areas you can still make. Now this is also going to have a weight capacity up to 165 pounds, so it will be able to carry quite a bit, but definitely just double check to see what your roof is capable of carrying, and your crossbars too. And then after that, go from the lowest rated component so you don't overload anything. In my opinion, I do think this is a great option for a few reasons. It leaves a clean finish to the top of our roof, and it still leaves opportunity for other accessories to be put up here too. Now, if you're the type of person that has other accessories, or you're not really carrying anything else that can fit up here with this basket, then I'd recommend investing in another basket, one of which is going to be the Yakima Roof Basket. That's really nice because it's a wider basket and it is just as long as this, but that's going to be really maxing out your roof entirely. And like I said at the very beginning of this is really for those longer, more awkward shaped objects, or if you have other stuff that you want to put up here too with it. But that was just a look at the Yakima SkinnyWarrior Roof Basket on top of our 2022 Subaru Forester. I'm Matt. Thanks for watching.